I thought it was a whole game. We played well both ends. You know, we turned them over 16 times. We shoot 50%, share the basketball, 15 assists. Mike McGurl drive, kick the cam. Barry kicked the Cartier. Those simple little plays that we didn't do early in the year. You know, and then obviously Barry's playing at a really high level right now. But I love that he had 5 assists. You know, that means he's at least seeing some other things. The coaches have done a good job of trying to get them not only to prepare defensively, which I think we're as good as anybody in the country, but to prepare how to attack and what to look for. And we made some good reads, some good plays. I thought Mac gave us really good energy, 8 and 7. Xavier gave us good energy, 7 and 6. You know, Cam 4 assists. Mike McGurl comes off the bench. Cartier comes off the bench, does a nice job. You know, I guess getting into a little bit of routine and rhythm, but you know, it's not going to be any easier. You know, every game is, you know, do we have the maturity to come back at home now and play at a high level?
It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but when you have Barry and Dean clicking on the same page, how much easier does it make it offensively, defensively, the whole
game? Everything. You know, it just, they're seniors. They've been through it. They make you good coaches. They know what to look for. You know, it's just, it's you know, if Barry will make the right pass, because people are, you know, you got, what now, 29, 20-something, and 25. They're going to start gearing up to get him. Now he's just got to make the right pass. I thought early they really did a good job of getting into him and trapping him and just kind of, and then as the game went on, we spread it, got some good, you know, some good space, and he made, you know, the right plays, the right shots. But those plays like the last one he made where he drove and kicked at the Cardi at the end to kind of ice it, you know, those are the plays we want and hope to have. So I thought Vandy, we were pretty good. Missouri, we were really good. But to do this on the road against a team that they're, 37% defensive field goal, and we get 50, that means we did some good things on that end and the defensive end, holding them to 61.
Outing for you guys tonight. Ideal offensive outing for you guys tonight?
Yeah, I think, you know, we had a good mixture. You know, you always want to, I think when we're our best, we get 4 guys in double figures. Mac was close, you know, Xavier was close, you know, another play or two, and then get something off the bench, you know, where Cartier, I think, is figuring out if he plays hard and plays well, he's going to play. He played 31 minutes the other night, 25. You know, he's really a 6 starter, and I like Mike McGurl. You know, he took a charge, he hit a 3. You know, he did some good things trying to penetrate and kick, had a nice assist. You know, trying to figure it out a little bit as some roles and stuff. And, you know, I was on one of the radio shows the other day, and they said, well, have you had to change? We've had to change 3 times. You know, just figuring it out, and then Dean out, then Cam out, then coming back. And you know, to our coach's credit, and Barry doing a great job with leadership and getting them focused and reading things, we've made some steps.
Winning here and in Ames is tough. Doing it back-to-back doesn't happen all that often. Where do you think these guys, or when do you think these guys develop that killer instinct on the road?
You know, we've won road games. They have. You know, if you look at it, the last couple of years, you know, when they were freshmen, we didn't win many road games. Last year, you know, I think we had one of the most road wins. I could be wrong, but when you did the RPI and stuff, we had quite a few road wins, which, you know, so they've been through it, and we always say if you win the, you know, the defensive end, you do a great job on the defensive end, you're locked in, you play harder than them, you win the play hard chart, and then you take care of the ball. It's kind of like football. You have a chance to, you know, win on the road, and that's what, right now they believe it, and hopefully they'll continue believing and keep working at it, keep taking steps forward.
You guys had the clear advantage tonight, but when coming into this game, when you looked at OU, did you see any similarities between your own squad as far as top 10 defense and just, I think you guys ranked first and second in experience in the Big 12?
Yeah, there's no doubt. I think, you know, these older guys for Oklahoma, you know, last year it was the Trae Young show. I mean, it became his show, you know, tickers during other people's games, you know, and, you know, it wasn't the easiest thing for them. It got a lot of publicity for Oklahoma, got a lot of publicity for our league. Well, now he's gone. They want to show people, hey, we're still pretty good. Christian James, as a freshman, that's all people were talking about. Next buddy. You know, Doolittle's playing at a high level. Manick's a good player. McNeese, they have experience. They're older. I think they bought into, you know, playing together, playing hard, guarding. They're way better defensively. It's not even close from a year ago. You know, so they have a good group. Lon's done a nice job. I know the last stretch last year wasn't a lot of fun for any of them, but they definitely have picked up, and they're playing at a high level, and they're going to be in the race. I don't think there's any doubt.
Barry, mine for 45 today. Just how much fun is that for you two to kind of form that dynamic duo finally?
It feels good. We're making shots, being aggressive, just flowing with the basketball. Everyone just had energy tonight, and it was just an all-around fun game.
You guys are kind of known as kind of a defensive first team at this point. You guys have scored 70-plus points in 2 of your last 3 games. I'm curious, do you care about the perception of we're a defensive first team? And then how much will 2 games like this where you score 70-plus points? How much will that kind of change that if you do care about that sort of thing?
I think our main priority as a team is defense. So we hang our hat. We're a great defensive team. I don't remember how many points they were averaging in game, but it was real high. We did a good job on defense tonight. But we also got good weapons on offense too. So we can score the ball. We take pride in our defense, but we're also a very good offensive team too.
Coach, talk some about. I think Mac was plus 25 tonight, and plus minus. How active was he, and how big of a factor was he for you guys this evening?
He was real good, man. He did a lot of good things. Some hook shots on offense, 7 rebounds. Just being in the right spots on defense. Even some of the fouls he got, he just being active, got a block, but it was on the body. So being in those hedges off the ball screen, keeping this guy in front, he did a lot of good things for us.
Did you score 20 points in your second game back from a 6-game absence?
I was just comfortable, and teammates put me in great positions. So, I was pretty comfortable the whole game.
Do you feel healthy out there? Do you feel close to 100%?
Yeah, I feel great.
Barry, it didn't seem to bother you at all, but did Oklahoma throw any new defensive looks at you after what you did last week?
Nothing that we didn't already know. They did a lot of switching, a lot of fly switching the ball screens. They did the things that Oklahoma does. It was kind of similar to what we saw last year. But just like Coach said, more intensity when they did it. They were really trying to get after you a little bit more, especially in the first half on defensive end.
Barry, how important was it for you guys to jump out early on this team and take the crowd out of the game?
It was big time, man. I told the guys that we needed to make them call the first time out, and I think we came out 6-0 or 8-0 or something like that. And we did just that with our defense, moving the ball, just getting good shots early.
Barry, how much easier do you think it makes things for everybody when you and Dean are scoring like that?
I think it makes it a lot easier, man. Just 2 people you got to account for, so it might have to help or whatever, and then we just got to make the right plays when the play comes. And guys just got to be ready to make shots. I know I missed a couple people coming off ball screens or just attacking and stuff like that, so I got to keep my head up and make the right play. But for the most part, I think we all just kind of made the right plays and knocked down some big-time shots.
Bruce, I know you're not shocked at this point, but to hold Oklahoma to just 2 guys in double figures, 61 points total, what does that say about your defense tonight?
Well, we're good defensively. We're older. They buy in. The coaches do a great job preparing them. We put a lot of time into it. We got defensive stoppers with Barry, X, and even Dean. I think once he gets back in condition, he's a really good defender. He got looked like a freshman a little bit today, fouling those weak fouls and ones. But I think once he gets his legs going and gets better shape, I think he's definitely a smart defender, and he can move his feet as well as any big guy. So, so you got the buy-in, you got a good system. We got to continue it. They got to be locked in. Championship teams, whether it's football, basketball, even baseball, you got to play good defense. And we right now they believe in it, and they're doing it and executing it, and hopefully that'll continue.
The long 2 is kind of an inefficient shot. You hit almost all of them that you took tonight. Are you comfortable taking those sorts of shots, or what are you kind of looking for when you're trying to create plays like that?
I'm just trying to read what they give me, man. I practiced that shot as well, but I don't think anyone's looking to take a long 2, so it's just a matter of just taking what they give me and reading defense.
Dean, how big was it for you it took you until 2 minutes were left the other day to get your first field goal to start the game, first possession, to knock down a jumper. How big was that for you personally, for your confidence?
You know, it's big. Teammates were just telling me to be aggressive. You know, my foot's been feeling better, and I've been, you know, not worried about it as much. And, you know, it just allowed me to be more comfortable and really just worry about the game and not if I'm moving too slow or anything like that. So, you know, it was big for me.
Did you feel like that at all kind of gave you the boost that, hey, maybe this is going to be a pretty good night for me?
You know, I was just trying to be aggressive and try not to make too many mistakes. You know, it's my second game back, so, but, you know, I was just trying to get back to it and get comfortable and just be aggressive.
Barry, you guys have been great about fighting back for adversity, starting down 0-2 in the Big 12. Have you talked already about how to handle this success now going forward against TCU on Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, coaches talked to us about just being mature, being a mature team that we are, being experienced, understanding that you can win 5 games in a row and no one really cares the next game. So I think we're handling well, and we just got to keep pushing forward, keep staying in the gym, watching extra film, and preparing for the next game like we just lost.
Anything else for these guys?
Bruce, is there any chance, you know, last year you guys broke out the Lavenders against TCU? Is there any chance that might be a redo Saturday?
I'm not sure.
No, sir.
I don't know.
Okay.
I have no idea. One of the games, they're going to allow us to do it one game. I'm not sure which one, but it's obviously we got, what, 7 left? So it's one of those last 7. I'm not sure which one. I know they talked about it, but I'll be honest, I don't know which game we're doing it. So I don't pay attention to that. Barry worries about being pretty and shoes and all that stuff. I don't care. So I just want them to dive on the floor and guard people. So. And shoot 2 pull-ups. I love it. I think it's a great shot. Thank you.